gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Today on The Actuality, the resumption of the session scheduled for May 30th after the meeting between the President of the Senate and the Director General of the National Police. Once again, boycott by senators of Group 4, including Antonio Cherami, Richard Pierre, Evalier Beauplan, and Nenel Kassi. They are joined Thursday by their colleagues depuis Cherubin, Jean-Renel Senatus, Yuri Latortue, and Jean-Marie Junior Salomon. Very early on the day, the G4 invested the MSO to rid the place of all its furniture. Indeed, the armchairs in the office were conveyed on the court of the parliament by the parliamentarian of the opposition under the eyes of the agent of the other, rather amused by the act of the conspiracy fathers. Protesters came to support the refractory senators, at first blocked by police in the area. They finally managed to cross the security perimeter and settle in front of the premises of the Legislative Palace by launching encouraging remarks to members of the G4. Law enforcement officers and parliamentary security agents fired heavily to disperse the demonstrators, two of whom were shot and transported to hospital for treatment. A member of the Prime Minister's close security was violently assaulted by a protester, punching him in the mouth. Senator Antonio Cherami and Richard Pierre of Group 4 criticized the attitude of the President of the Senate of the Republic of having scheduled the meeting of May 30th without first resolving the difficulties raised by the issue. They continue to demand the formation of a government, or the ministers already think will be excluded. Senator Evalier Beauplan and Yuri Latortue warned the session around the general policy statement will always fail. They declare not to understand the fact that the head of the state persists to impose to the country a government incapable to answer the call of the population. In the same vein, Senator Dupuis-Cherubin and Jean-Renel Senatus said they stand in solidarity with the G4 all the way out of any form of violence to obstruct the president to attempt to endure the country with a contested government. The leaders of tobacco company Wise have proceeded Thursday in Port-au-Prince the launch of a new sales promotion dubbed Pas gain coup manqué. This is a campaign that is allow consumer to win attractive incentive, including 20 laptops, 2 trucks, 500,000 goods from June 1st to July 30th. For his part, artist Josénith Junior alias Tijo, the company's new ambassador, welcomed this initiative, which he said will relieve his clients and other members of the population. Motorcycle gangsters attacked lawyer Ramus Saint-Ville, who worked at Moses' office on Pan American Avenue on Thursday in Pétionville. He was hit by 3 projectiles while driving his vehicle. One of the thugs, Michael Wilfried, was caught and locked up by the police. The Court of Justice of the municipality of Pétionville, Clémanuel, indicated that the defendant will be deferred on June 3rd before his natural judge. Before going to the international, be aware that the weather condition of the country continue to deteriorate. Stormy showers are still forecast, especially on the western department. Residents in high-risk area are expected to be very cautious because of the flood that these rains may cause. In the international, tragic accident of pleasure boat in Alsace Thursday. 3 people, including a little girl, died and another girl was still wanted in the early evening. They were on a small inflated boat which turned around. This happened on the Rhine in France at the level of the municipality of Justin. It seems to be an accident due to carelessness and also to a lack of emergency equipment. The observation made by the divers revealed the absence of life jacket. The victims were part of a group of 7 tourists from Germany. Major French and German relief resources have been put in place to try to find a girl we have no news of. Still abroad, the current UN Secretary General and former High Commissioner for Refugee Antonio Guterres, laureate of the MAI DSK Prize. It's a European tradition. Every year in Aachen, the MAI Prize is awarded to a personality for his contribution to the unification of Europe. This time it was the Portuguese Antonio Guterres who was rewarded. The current Secretary General of the United Nations and former High Commissioner for Refugee took the opportunity to call on the European Union to cope with regression on human rights and multilateralism. If we want to avoid a new Cold War, if we want to avoid confrontation between two blocs, if we want to establish a true multilateral order, we absolutely need a united and strong Europe, which is the fundamental pillar of his multilateral order based on the rule of law, he said, while receiving the award. For Antonio Guterres, the urgency is also the restoration of trust between Europeans and political institutions. He finally pointed out three other challenges: climate change, the issue of migration, and digital upheaval. Thank you for being with us while we see you tomorrow.